Hey, dear viewers, happy to see you, happy that you're here. My name is Hans Nortzik, also known as the Storyteller, and I've been a pilot for my whole life. Today I want to give you insight about my job, about what it means to be a pilot, especially what is the most difficult part of being a pilot. And you will probably be amazed about the answer. I've been flying airplanes for 45 years and I flew 18,200 years. So if you put that in one sequence, it's 2 years and 2 months of continuous flying. And I've told that before, flying has been like a vitamin to me. The more I fly, the better I feel. The most difficult thing of pilots, I can tell you the secret what I found. The most difficult thing. You may think that, well, that's flying in bad weather or landing with a lot of crosswind. I flew the big Boeing airplanes 777, 747, 787, or in hazy weather conditions or extreme weather with ice and with rain, and maybe if you're low on fuel and you don't know what to do, and an engine failure, a technical problem on board. These things we can handle as pilots. We know, we get a very good training to handle that. So the most difficult thing that I felt, I was a captain, pilot, instructor on the big Boeing for many years. The most difficult thing and challenging things that I found is working with people. Because airplanes are a mechanical, technical thing. They don't complain, they don't have an argument, they don't have an opinion, they are in this way very reliable in their reaction to what you do to the airplane. And with people it's always different. Now how do you handle with sitting with 4 people in the cockpit, and sometimes this happens, you don't get very good along with one of the pilots, and you have to do your job and still have to work together. Or somebody, one of the passengers who start to complain or is being aggressive or is sick or getting a heart attack. I've had all these things in my career. And where do you go to with your airplane at 12 kilometers high with somebody is very sick? I had somebody even dying in my airplane, unfortunately. So what do you do? How do you tell the people? Working with people is challenging, sometimes difficult, and at the end it's always rewarding. So the most difficult thing for me as a pilot was how to work with people. I tell you another secret of what all the pilots. I asked this question to all my fellow professional pilots. Imagine the situation: you're landing a big Boeing 747 or 777 somewhere in a remote place, beautiful place, and you land the airplane in Africa, somewhere in the Caribbean. You stand on the platform, you taxi the airplane, stand on the platform. The door is being put towards the airplane. You're sitting there at 10 meters high in the airplane. And all passengers leave the airplane via the stairs on the platform, go to the buses. And then we as a crew, the stewardesses, stewards, pilots, me, we leave the airplane with our things and we go through the exit door, along the stairs, 10 meters down. And then you stand on the platform and then you look back to the airplane. There stands this big 350,000 kilo airplane. It's standing there. And only 25 minutes before that, you have been flying that airplane. Now landing that airplane and steering it and controlling it. Now something very weird and very strange happens. Because when I had that look at that airplane, and all my pilots that we talked about this. Did I do that? Did I do that 25 minutes ago? Was I able as a human to do that? At that time, looking back at the airplane, I cannot imagine that I did that. And it's in the logbook, I did it, I know it. So there is like a big disconnection that something magical happened and I was part of that world and I cannot imagine it when I look back at it. I haven't spoken to any pilot who said, yeah, sure, that is normal, I know that is inside my system. I totally understand that. No, we cannot. In a way, flying is something beyond the normal, and that makes that happening to me as a pilot. That was my story of today. We talk about something else tomorrow, and I will be back.